When Avengers Kang Dynasty was first announced at San Diego Comic-Con last year, it became one of the most anticipated Marvel movies for many fans, set to be a culminating event on the same level as Infinity War or Endgame. With the multiverse in full swing, and Kang as the big bad, anything was possible. But since then, news on the upcoming Phase 5 movie has been convoluted to say the least. Jonathan Majors, the actor that plays the Brilliant's villain, was arrested in March on domestic violence allegations. The case has been drawn out for nearly 8 months now, and as a result of the accusations, Majors has been dropped from multiple roles that he had initially signed on for. Although Disney and Marvel Studios have yet to drop the actor from the MCU, or play with the idea of recasting the character, there are some rumors flying about. Since the film was first announced, both its director and writer have stepped away. First announced to be directing Kang Dynasty in July 2022, Deadline recently reported that Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton has stepped away from the role to focus on a sequel to Shang-Chi, as well as the Wonder Man Disney Plus series. Jeff Loveness was originally set to write the script for Kang Dynasty, having previously written Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. However, after he was reportedly told that Marvel Studios was likely moving away from the Kang storyline, he left the project. However, according to reports from Daniel RPK and Deadline respectively, Sam Raimi is reportedly a top choice for Marvel Studios to direct both Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, and that Marvel Studios has now hired Michael Waldron, the writer of Loki Season 1 and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, to write Kang Dynasty. So it would seem that at least Marvel is on pace to replace both the writer and director for the film. Variety also recently reported that Marvel Studios may introduce Doctor Doom to take over for Kang the Conqueror as the MCU's next big bad, due to Majors' court case. Doom is known for his high intelligence, mastery of technology and magic, and his iconic suit of powered armor. His main goal is often to achieve world domination and prove himself as the greatest intellect on Earth, and has most famously faced off against the Fantastic Four, about whom a film is ready to shoot, and Marvel has discussed the prospect of fast-tracking him to main villain status. It wouldn't be easy, given that variants of Kang have already appeared in multiple MCU projects, including Quantumania and both seasons of Loki. And the next Avengers movie is only getting closer, meaning less and less time to fully incorporate Doom into the story and turn him into a big bad that the entire MCU would have to take down. Although I think it is possible for Marvel to successfully pivot villains and have a solid Phase 5 that results in Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars landing well, right now this is something I'm firmly against because of the way it would toss the character of Kang out. Although he hasn't been spectacular so far in his appearances, mainly the variants we see in Ant-Man and the Wasp, we've seen the potential of the character. He Who Remains from Loki was a terrifying villain despite not doing much, solely because of how he presented himself and the knowledge about the timeline he possessed. If they fast-track Doom to replace Kang, I don't know if they'd ever come back to this character, even though he's become a major part of this MCU phase. A new video surfaced lately of Majors running away from his accuser for multiple blocks, so it looks like he should be deemed innocent, which means Marvel can continue with his character. But if his reputation has been hurt too much, or if the worst happens, this concept of the multiverse and variants opens up an easy path to recast him. So what if a variant of Kang looks a little different from Majors? We've seen it happen before with multiple characters, Loki the most obvious. I don't think there's any justifiable reason to pivot from the villain at this point. I'm all for seeing Doom in the MCU, but I also don't want the character to be rushed or not set up properly. I think it's better if they give Kang his time to shine, and then Doom can be the villain after that. Doom would need to be introduced soon for it to make sense, and personally, I don't feel like there are many projects coming up that would fit with this character. Do you think Doom will replace Kang as the next big bad? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video, and subscribe for more Marvel videos, and remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.